So here we are at another NICA race. This time we are at Stafford Lake. This is the fourth race so far, I believe. And we're doing a neutral start up this gravel road. I don't really see the need for it. When I pre-rode the course, I felt like we could have just done a standing start, but they really want to do it neutral for some reason. As you can see, I'm kind of forcing this weird line on the right. My teammate kind of sneaking up a little bit more than some of the other people, but you know, neutral start's a neutral start. And the marshal pulls off. Race starts right here. My teammate Holden just like gets to the front and just dropping those watt bombs, just trying to gap everyone from the start, from the get-go. And you got this Monterey Bay light fighter trying to hold on to his wheel. Another Monterey Bay light fighter trying to hold on to his wheel as well. I'm there too, just trying to hold on, stay with that front top 5 group. And this course I've raced before. You might have seen my other Stafford Lake video from. It's a different race organizer, but I kind of know the terrain a little bit, so that gives me advantage, and so is my teammate Holden. So we have a little bit of advantage here, and we're coming into this flowy bike park section, which was really cool. And a few weeks before, I actually got to go up to SoCal Demo Forest in Santa Cruz and just practice this flowy stuff on the flow trail. And got it really, really dialed in. So I'm feeling confident on this stuff. I've raced here before. I'm feeling good. The light fighter in front of me is a little bit less confident, and you can kind of see it here on this berm section. Really, like I'm holding onto his wheel a little bit more than you normally would. But that's okay. You know, start of the race, I just didn't get around him. Would have been better if I did, but racing's racing. And I believe at this point I'm in 4th position, which is a solid start for this race. And then up here, the light fighter and me, we get stuck behind this San Ramon Division 1 rider. Since we started like 3 minutes after them, we kind of get caught up by some of their slower sprinters, and it swaps off each race. So you can see like the hand just up in like annoyance. Finally get around him, able to sprint by. Which is good. I think this was like the only rider we ran into. And then up here, my teammate Gulliver pulls ahead on this flat section, and I just kind of latch onto his wheel solidly. And then at this point, I'm still top 5, but I'm in 5th, so I'm like barely top 5 at this point. And this is Gulliver's more of a technical rider. So up here, this is the most sketchy corner I think I've ever raced in a NICA race. It's super sketch. They haven't actually finished building the trail yet, is the reason why. But my friend Gulliver, who's more of a technical rider, takes a direct line on it, just straight down. But it's super slippery. You can just see my back wheel just slides down the hill. There's like no traction. One of our varsity riders actually crashed here earlier in the day, so we got warnings from all the past races that it's just gotten worse and worse. Just trying to go through here with as much little speed that I can hold, and holding on to that 5th position and maybe holding on to that 4th position wheel as well. And then I thought I was in the clear, but up here on this gravel section, I actually get a little bit squirrely, which I wasn't expecting because it looks like harmless, but there you can see I got a little bit squirrely, and that really sketched me out. I was like, I don't want to crash today, even if it's on something easy like that squirrely section. Right up here we have this like river bridge, which I thought it was a really cool feature at this race. I think this is like they put it in quite pretty like recently, which was cool. A lot of fans, a lot of spectators at the bridge because, you know, cool feature. And then you kind of turn off right into these rocks that bled a lot of my speed. I felt like really slowed down the race when you went through this section because they just kind of grab at your tires. I've raced here before at the Stafford Lake thing. I did it in reverse though, so you should go check out that video after this. You can see there's a huge fly cloud here those guys warned me about, and I just got some stuck in my glasses. I think I ate one, which is nasty, but you know, when it's racing, it's racing. You can't really do anything about it, but I got that fly away. And now I'm still in 5th, and I'm like a decent way off from that light fighter, and my coach just yelling some words of motivation of just like, stay motivated, you got this, because I was shaking my head. I wasn't feeling it today, but he reminds me of just like keeping positive. And now we're at the top of that flowy section again, and I just kind of stayed positive up that last climb, and I'm excited because, you know, that demo practice, now I finally get to go through this section with no one in front of me, just my full pace. I'm going to try and release a video on that demo forest ride sometime mid-summer maybe, so stay tuned for that video. It's going to be really good. I brought a few GoPros up. It's sick. As you can see, carrying a lot more speed through these berms than the last round. Still not like, you know, dual slalom pace, but, you know, fast, smooth. And I'm staying positive as much as I can through this, just kind of thinking through, okay, what are my moves? I'm kind of by myself right now, in 5th position, kind of maybe starting to accept, okay, I might not be able to move up on this one. But you can see there's a coach kind of motivates me, because that's 4th place to my right and right ahead of me, and he just kind of gets some words of motivation, which is always nice when you're not having your 100% day. And right up here, this is another section I really think that I practice this kind of terrain a lot, so it really helped me. Just like watch that 4th place rider. He'll come into view soon, and you can just see how much time I'm gaining on him on this slippy like gravel switchback pump track section. And I'm feeling solid. The heart rate's not super high. It's 190, but not super high. So I'm kind of like flowing and pumping through as much of this stuff as I can, because I got pretty good at that, taking these berms with speed. And, you know, you can just kind of see, I can see this gap in front of me, like, closing. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I thought he just, like, dropped me. So, I'm excited for that. That, like, I can actually see 4th place again. And right up here, this feed zone, they taped off the trail that goes in a different direction. So you have to ride on the grass, which is kind of weird. You'll see, like, right here. So it looks like you just take the trail, but that actually goes into these fences. So he takes that line, doesn't realize, and I just full attack it. I just drop, like, a watt bomb, because I'm like, I need to get, that was opportunistic attack, and through the feed zone still. It's a short enough race where I'm just, like, blowing by, just, like, full attack, just trying to drop him as much as I can. Get as many little seconds between me and him as I can. Here's this sketchy corner again. I held off him, and I'm in 4th place again. You can see my teammate right ahead of me takes the corner real smoothly. I'm a little bit more timid. Kind of slide down it again, you know. Need to work on my slippery corners. But, yeah, I'm just still trying to hold on. I thought I dropped the Monterey rider, who's now in 5th, pretty solidly at this point. I feel like, okay, I can't really see him behind me. I'm holding decent pace down this sketchy downhill section. I think I'll be okay. I didn't see him behind me when I did the switchback thing. I didn't really see him behind me. So I was like, okay, I think we're holding on to 4th position this race. And I was just kind of settling in. Here I slowed down because I got real squirrely last lap. And I'm just like, I don't want to crash or mess anything up again. So okay, and then right around here, this corner, I realized that actually 5th place is a lot closer than I thought. I thought he was like, I dropped him, but around this corner, I just hear his freewheel, and I'm like, oh no, he caught up, he like caught me again, and I'm like, oh crap, and I'm just like scared. So I just drop a watt bomb up this little hill and just like give it my all, because I know we're close to the finish, and I'm like, if he latches onto me, it's going to be rough news. I really want to hold on to this 4th place. So I'm just dropping 400 to 600 watts up this. It's insane. I'm just taking this corner a little slow, but doing like, now my mindset is just like as hard as you can to the finish. You can see my heart rate almost hit 200 there at the top of that climb. There's a Marshall. Luckily, he pulls off for us. Sometimes Marshalls really don't pull off, but super kind Marshall. You can see they actually had to change the trail from earlier because that old route got a bunch of people slipping out and things. So now here, luckily he didn't latch onto my wheel, so he doesn't get a drafting advantage on this flat section, which really was what I was worried about, you know, because that's where it actually makes a real big difference. And I'm just like hauling as hard as I can. I know the finish is close. I can taste the finish line. I'm like, I'm almost there. And we got that bridge gap section again, or that bridge over the river section again, and I'm just blowing through it at like full pace, just like twice as fast as last time, lightning speed. Thinking about this rock section ahead and those bugs, because I really don't want to get any more stuck in my glasses or, you know, eat any or anything like that. So through this rock section with some of other Monterey Bay Light Fighter people like wondering where he was, like, oh my god, where was he? Because last time people saw, he was like away, like he was like, I was like away from him, but then they saw him and I heard like go, and I was like, oh no. So I drop another huge acceleration on this section, and this is the final straight to the finish, and I'm just going 100%. Like, I'm giving it my all here. You can see my heart rate is just crazy high. I have like a coach to my left who is watching and giving me a little bit of cheering on, and I'm just like, I'm almost there. I really got to hold on to this fourth place, whatever it takes. Like, I got this. And here's the finish line. Here's like the finishing tape. I knew I was kind of there, taking that left line for a little bit of a shorter route so I don't get like cut, you know, dive bombed at all. And I hold on to that fourth place, which is really, really relieving. I'm pretty happy with this result. I like the course overall, and yeah, really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next one.
In fourth place from Bishop O'Dowd, we have Aiden Kaplan. In third place from Oakland Composite, Gulliver Campbell. In second place, a Monterey Bay Light Fighter, Lucas Dano and taking the top step for your Freshman Boys Division 2 from Oakland Composite, Holden! Kind of amazing. All right, arms up. This is your